Welcome back. We are here at CPX Sports in Chicago. I'm here with Brian McKenna from Aftershock. You guys just beat Jesters. Tell us kind of what happened during that match.
Well, we went back to practice and really focused on laning some guys off the break, checking out up the center when they were coming up, and we just happened to key up on our lanes, and it ended up working out for us, getting 2 guys off the break.
All right, and how is this field working to your strengths as a team?
Well, as a team, I feel we're an extremely fast team getting out wide, and you know, the blockers in the center really help us out to come out wide and really go to work, really. So.
All right, well, Heat and 187 are next. We'll see who takes that one.
All right, we are back looking at Houston Heat, their first game of the day, ready to roll. They will be on the right-hand portion of your screen, and on the left-hand portion of your screen, upTon 187 really need to pick it up here because they got dominated by Edmonton Impact. So that's a kind of a tough break for 187 to come in and have to play Impact first and then Heat second. But hey, man, every game is going to be hard in the Champions Division.
Yep, that's the way it is. And here we have Houston Heat right now doubling up the tower on the Snake side. Konstantin Fedorov, first player in the Snake, and he's coming in there hard, goes straight into Snake 2 as Big Sergey gets shot out of that tower.
And Maddie, as you called it, you said, who's going to fill that Snake spot for Houston Heat? You called it. Konstantin Fedorov is going to fill that spot.
It's funny, we were talking about Heat. Oh, Dizon's hurt, Chad George's hurt. What are they going to do? Wait a second. They got one of the historically the greatest Snake players ever in Konstantin Fedorov, man. I mean, that's how he became paintball famous, was playing for Moscow Red Legion, running and gunning to the 50 and dominating people. And yeah, sure, just put Fedorov in there, let him do what he, you know, got really good and how he made his career.
And you totally called that. Like, I was like, but like at the end of the day, here's Konstantin Fedorov in the Snake doing work, and this Snake is super, super important to any team.
Yeah.
And we have 3 people right now on this side of the field for upTon 187 with nobody else on the Dorito side, Maddie.
Well, it looks like Chad Boucher got a major penalty for playing on.
Yeah, so, and I think he got Mishka pulled, actually. Yeah, it was Mishka that was over there with him. Got him pulled, so now just Fedorov and Monville over there. Mishka going to be sitting Boucher going to be sitting in that box for another 20 seconds.
Well, with Boucher, this is his chance to shine. 2 injuries on the team. You're going to have to go to the bench and get guys in there. And I heard he was playing great in practice, so that's why he got the start here. But you know, that's just Konstantin Fedorov getting shot out for Houston Heat. So here comes upTon 187. Oh, but they lose Eddie Painter, so it's going back and forth here. So it looks like just Sam Monville left alive. Boucher comes out of the box. He gets torn apart. And so just Sam Monville left alive in this back corner bunker. And looks like Max Traylor and Dan Zaleski.
Yeah, Eddie Painter. Eddie Painter got shot too, so it's a 2-on-1 now. But both players in line, Traylor and Zaleski. Zaleski here in Snake 2, and Traylor, now he's going to widen the field a little bit. Bumps across into the tower on the Snake side. And he and Zaleski can now start going to work together.
But as we said,
Monville.
Sam Monville, as we said, Maddie, I mean, he's hot or cold. He can win 3-on-1, 4-on-1s, or he can get shot. No, he's good under pressure, which I like about Sam Monville.
Yeah, and Sam Monville, this is a big tournament for him. He hasn't played up to his potential the first 2 events. He had a great 2012, big reason that they were able to win as many events as they did. But this season, not as good as he was in 2012, so this is a big test for him.
You know, and these are the type of situations that Sam Monville, you know, just feasted on last year. And there he goes again in a 2-on-1, shoots Dan Zaleski, evens it up, and now it is a 1-on-1 situation with Traylor and Monville.
As we talked about, I'm telling you, this is a good team up right now. Sam Monville and Max Traylor, they're both really, they're very, they're equally matched up, actually. I mean, I think they're both equally
Max
as
Traylor's
good.
a baller, dude.
Yeah.
Max
So is
Traylor
Sam Monville, though. I'm sorry, man. Sam is fantastic as well.
Well, again, Sam had some really clutch points. He was the reason that they won their first event last year in Phoenix, the second event of the year, because he was able to play such clutch ball when, you know, had the Top Gun Award winner for the year, Alexander Bernikov, push in on, and he was able to get a snapshot on him, and John Woodley were able to pull it out, and they won that game.
Yeah, Sam Monville just reached back for a pod and realized that he does not have any left. So whatever Sam's got in his loader is what he's got.
Probably not a lot, because if he was going to load, then he doesn't have much paint left.
But Sam, I mean, he's a really, really good shot.
This is the first one-on-one we've seen all day.
Yeah, you're
think
actually right.
I think this is the first one-on-one we've seen all day long. So let's see who's going to take it. Sam Monville for Houston Heat on the top portion of your screen there in the back corner, or is it going to be Max Traylor who smartly grabs the flag? So there's Sam Monville trying to figure out where Max Traylor is in a one-on-one situation. What you want to do is just you want the other guy to lose you so that you try to get a decent chance on to basically, you know, you have him lose you so that you can roll around. Because if you're just sitting there, you don't want to get locked into snap shooting battle in a one-on-one situation.
Or trade out. At the very, very worst, you trade out.
Yeah.
But who's got the better position here?
Sam.
Is it Sam Monville?
Sam Monville does.
Well, Sam Monville, all he has to do is watch that flag, and Max Traylor did smartly grab that flag, so it gives him some options. But however, he has to push through that open zone in order to get through Sam Monville's gun.
And as you see Sam Monville just locking down that lane right there. See, the best thing to do right now, if I was Sam Monville, you just sit there and grind out time, and then let them go down, and you trade out with Max Traylor. If you can hang the flag, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But he will not make that flag station as long as Sam Monville is sitting there. In a perfect world.
Yeah. So I mean, Sam Monville's definitely got a really good bunker to play, you know, and he can see the flag station. But you know, Traylor now, he's using the whole field. You know, he's got a lot more opportunities to advance, to use different bunkers to try and get a shot. Plus, I think he's got a little bit more paint, but he's got the flag right now. He's engaging Sam. Sam's just playing smart. I mean, who was it? I think it was Eddie Painter that, you know, in the vicious 187 game in the finals last event that tried to make that same break for it and didn't quite get there.
Almost had it.
But, you know, Max Traylor, we'll see if he tries to win this one here.
But at least Max has some ammo, though. He has paint. And who knows how much paint's left in Monville's loader. It's only got to be a couple balls at this point. But he's still actively snap shooting, so, or at least head checking.
Yeah, he's going to have to save a couple as well. You know, Max Traylor decides to make a break for it. You know, and there's so many different ways to play these one-on-ones. You know, do you just play it super cautious? You know, don't give him anything. You know, if you're the guy that has the paint, do you just try and overpower him with your gun, you know, and make a move on him? You know, but, you know, it's a 0-0 game right now. So, you know, neither player really has to make a move. A lot of time's going to wind down, but, I mean, we've seen all these games have gone to 7 points, you know, except for a few of them, you know, the Ironman Vicious game. And, you know, this is a really fast field. So, you know, this might actually create a different dynamic as we get later on in this game if 187 steps up a little bit here with less time on the field.
And with that said, Maddie and Todd, like Samuel is sitting in the corner right there. He has an ear, like a coach in his ear.
Yeah,
as Max Traylor is in the middle of the field, has no coach, or if he does, you really can't hear him as well. So what do you do, Maddie?
Well, it's tough. He does have the advantage. Monville has the disadvantage of not having as much paint, but he does have the advantage. Now he moves away from his coach so to close the distance. So now Monville is head checking like a madman, trying to figure out where did Max Traylor go. He definitely knows where he is for sure, but I don't think Max Traylor knows where Monville went. So Monville might have a chance here to sneak a shot in on him on that first or second head check, and as Max Traylor tries to figure out where Monville is.
And look at Sam right now. When you see that many flaps down in your pack, that's really not a good sign.
No, well, yeah, like we were talking about, he doesn't have any paint left, no ammo left, and so, you know, he's really going to have to be careful because he does need to preserve at least a couple balls left, like Todd, like you were saying, if Max Traylor, who has the flag, makes that break for the station,
flag,
because that's all you got to do, man. You don't have to shoot everyone in paintball. All you need to do is just hang the flag on the opponent's station to get that point.
You know, and look at your station right now. It's so close, but yet so far away. it's like reaching the finish line with not reaching the finish line. I mean, it's so close, but that's so far. When you're a good shot like Sam, like myself, it would take me 25 balls to hit somebody in that distance.
And both these teams, or both these here, he's going to run them down. And I think he got a shot.
Look at that shot right there.
Oh, it looked like Traylor earned that one. It really did. What a close call, but
hey,
I mean,
you know what? Hey,
here,
but listen, like I said before, if you're going to do anything, make sure you shoot the guys. Maddie, you've said it 100 times before. If you're in a 1-on-1 situation, 0-0, make sure you take out the guy.
Yeah, make sure you trade out.
Absolutely.
So Max Traylor fought his heart out and played a very smart point there. He had 2 confirmed kills. San Monville did too. Actually, chalk up 3 for him because they killed each other.
Yeah.
And this game brought to you by Pro Edge Paintball, one of the best stores out there in the United States. So if you're in the Houston area, they also have Houston Heat merchandise. So if you're in the Houston area, definitely, help support the people who support the sport. And John at Pro Edge Paintball's got a great shop there. Everyone there's a player. So let's check out this replay here. There it is. Max Traylor makes his move, cuts towards the inside. Sam Monville, Spidey sense tingling. He takes off as well. And yeah, that looked like that Max Traylor, pleading his case right there. Looked like he might have dropped that shot in a little split second. Let's look at it from this way. So Monville launches Traylor with his gun up.
I don't know, man. I think that was pretty. I think that was a good call, actually.
You can't tell from that angle because Monville's completely blocked out. But let's check out from this angle. So Monville launches on Traylor's move.
I think he got one in the side right there, but it was really too close to call, man.
It's a bang play. It's tough to tell.
And we're up here, they're down there, and we have the best refs in the world on the field.
Yes.
And honestly, they probably made the right call, in my personal opinion. However, I think Max Traylor outplayed Sam Monville in that game.
Yeah, so let's check out the stats for both these guys, Sam Monville and Max Traylor. Now, Sam Monville last year was in the upper third of the overall player rankings, and this year, like we were talking about earlier, kind of struggling. He's not getting as many Gs as he was. Survival rating's still real solid. He's playing some decent, playing some points. 54% of the time he's getting that start, but not contributing as much as he was last season. Max Traylor, middle of the pack as far as the overall player rankings, and one of the best players, and I thought played a very smart one-on-one there. So here we go. After a little over 8.5 minutes, we still have no score. Upton 187 cRew and Houston Heat still 0-0 here. And on the breakout, big move by Greg Lazat up the center for Upton 187. You can see they're dead center of your screen. Tries to lock down that Dorito side of the field, but misses Mishka. And now switches his gun towards Fedorov here in the snake, and Dan Zaleski getting taken out for 187.
Oh, getting blown to pieces in the middle of the field right there. You didn't see that, but up the field right there, Maddie, as you said, Misha going to work. I'm sorry about that. That's Sergey Solistikov going up the field, going to work at the 50 Dorito.
Yeah, Konstantin Fedorov now going to bolt down the snake, and he is going to bunker out Eddie Painter.
But he gets taken out, but he did what he needed to do, which is clear out this side. There's still 3 bodies left alive for Houston Heat as they are on the attack and able to get that final kill. And so here comes Houston Heat. Ryan Smith, John Woodley finishing that point off. So with 10 minutes and 23 seconds to play, we got ourselves a 1-point game here, score 1-0. We'll be right back.
Ever wonder how your order gets from ansgear.com to you? Using our fast and efficient processing method, your purchase is pulled, verified, and shipped to your door quickly and accurately. Every order is checked for accuracy 3 times before it leaves the warehouse. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner and at an affordable price to get you back in the game. Shop now at ansgear.com.
I first picked up a paintball gun when I was 9. I used to stand around at the field and stare at the Ironman players, hoping for a shot. I earned my way onto the team when I was 15. We won 2 world titles. When I blew my knee out for the second time, the doctor told me I'd never play again, but I refused to let go of my dream. I'm an Ironman, and paintball is my life.
Down here in the Heat pit with Sam Monville. Sam, that first point was 9.5 minutes. Yeah. What was racing through your mind? You didn't have paint. I mean, what was your plan?
I just hoped that they came. Really had no air, so the closer he got, the happier I got, but really just worked out well.
All right, and what was going through your mind when you knew you had to run up on him?
Realistically, I was just hoping I didn't miss. I mean, just one of those things, everybody said he was coming. I didn't know what side, so just kind of came out, closed my eyes, just kept shooting, and worked out well.
Closed your eyes and kept shooting. I guess that's a good strategy. All right, 12 seconds here. Let's see how this point goes.
So there is Jacob Edwards in his Houston Heat jersey. First tournament for him with this team. It's the only pro team he's played for was Tampa Bay Damage, and he is going to play Damage to close the day out. So here we go on the breakout 5 alive for Houston Heat. Big move up the center again for 187. They definitely like that move, and the guy's been getting up there alive. So this time he chooses to shoot towards the snake side and try to get a shot on Konstantin Fedorov, who was forced to start hugging the ground, get as low as he possibly can. And now Woodley making his move, and he's gonna try to wrap around and get a shot on, I think that's Eddie Painter up there in that center. No, it's Greg Lizotte. So Greg Lizotte runs through, takes out Woodley, then he gets taken out. And Konstantin Fedorov, he gets taken out at the same time. So the snake is all owned by Dan Zaleski for 187.
Actually, that was Ryan Smith in the center right there. I mean, it's a mental mistake. Unfortunately, it was a good move actually by 187.
Yeah, Jacob Edwards is now in the 50 Dorito for Houston Heat. I think he got a kill out of that center. Oh, nope. But he has got Sergey behind him. Dan Zaleski in snake one. I think Darula is attacking. He's looking at Jacob Edwards right now. He gets Jacob Edwards and then gets chopped up by Sergey, I believe, attacking that Darula side of the field. So all the bodies are gone off that side of the field, aside from Sergey, who is in the tower for Heat. Woodley is down here in the snake side corner, but Zaleski again is in snake one. He's got Max Trailer behind him. This should be a 2-on-2 situation right now, unless Nick Laval is hiding over there somewhere that I can't see. But there goes the move. Oh, Trailer gets bounced in the shoulder.
Yeah, so Max Trailer.
Okay, yeah, so Laval was taken out earlier. It is just Trailer and Zaleski, but Sergey is making the move into the 50 Dorito, and now he is on 187 side of the field. Zaleski going to try and get a shot on him over here. Woodley can get in the game, but Sergey doing it all by himself right now. He shoots out Max Trailer. Zaleski's going to back up. Woodley has the ball right now, and nobody paying attention to him at all.
And looks like Woodley's trying to bounce the paint off that bunker and try to get a little drop shot in on Zaleski. Zaleski's forced to try to make something happen by backing up off that snake 2 spot and try to get that cross-field shot. As Heat is pushing onto his side of the field. Zaleski all over this bunker, he's forced to.
Yeah, Zaleski doing everything he can. Woodley just needs to get in this game. Sergey's like, Woodley, go ahead and stay back there. I'll just clean off these last 2 guys by myself, no big deal. Thanks for the assistance. So good job right there by Sergey Solnyshkov closing out the game for Houston Heat. Gonna give them another point, gonna put that on the board.
And Houston Heat now, Sergey Solnyshkov, 4 confirmed kills for him, got 2 of them in that game here. So looks like Houston Heat starting to put it on upTon 187. upTon 187 crew looking a lot better in this matchup that they did before when they lost a really bad one to Edmonton Impact. They're still in this game, 7 minutes and 43 seconds to go. We'll be right back after this.
Into these events, equipment's what matters. On our team, we're so talented. My job has fallen into like a role player's position. In order for Kyle or Brandon or Alex to make these moves, they need support so that we can win the tournament. And that's what I'm doing with this LV1. I'm able to go to a spot and get a lot of drop shots on people and really shoot just directly over a bunker where people think they're safe, and the next thing you know, I'm getting those kills. My name is Oliver Lang from San Diego Dynasty, and I shoot the LV1.
Make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. So it looks like upTon 187 crew getting a little bit of last-minute information from their coach. Yeah, this game brought to you by Pro Edge Paintball. They have Houston Heat merchandise, and you know, anything you need, man. If you're in the Houston area, Texas, definitely check out Pro Edge Paintball. And 187 crew is getting that goose egg here. 7 minutes and 43 seconds to go, as Dan Zaleski. Still no confirmed kills for him. Max Trailer's got 3. Greg Lizotte's got 2. Eddie Painter's got 3. And Nick Laval, you know, Nick Laval he was a Rookie of the Year nominee. Jason Wheeler from Moscow Red Legion ended up taking the Rookie of the Year honors. But Nick Laval was up there, and a lot of people thought he might have a chance to take that crown. But we really haven't seen a lot out of Nick Laval this year so far.
No, we haven't. I mean, haven't seen much from 187 at all anyway, so, you know, it's kind of hard to, you know, really give it to Nick Laval. But, I mean, he is the leader of that team, you know, and, you know, he's kind of the one responsible for getting his teammates out there, getting them going. But
and on your screen right there, Konstantin Fedorov just he is a force to be reckoned with in the middle. I mean, down that snake, and then Nick Slowiak backing him up, locking down the side of the field, just kind of protecting Nick.
Yeah, Nick Slowiak now attacking the center. He's looking to lock off the Dorito side. He's got Mishka and Jacob over there with him. Sam Monville, Konstantin Fedorov on the snake side. You know, good overhead view right there. There's Fedorov on the right side of your screen with Monville, Nick Slowiak up in the top, right underneath the 187.
Oh, look at this. It looks like Konstantin Fedorov comes off shaking his head, dying out of that snake.
And 187 picking a couple bodies off here. Down 2 bodies themselves. They lost Lazat and Painter. They got Zaleski and Trailer over here. Jacob Edwards, the Jacob or Mishka, has now crossed onto 187's side of the field. And he's just waiting to put a shot in. Yeah, that's Mishka right there.
And Mishka is one of the premier players. He's been around the game for a long time, and he is one of the best shots and very quick. Look at Sam Monville getting ready to go to the snake. He's going to go to the snake for his Houston Heat. You got, I mean, there he goes right there. And he is very, very dangerous when he gets in there. Hot or cold, I mean, the guy is still a super great player. And like Houston Heat actually looking like Houston Heat right now.
Yeah, and here comes Jacob Edwards. He's going to get in there behind Mishka. Mishka, oh, and Nick Laval gets a shot in on Mishka and then bumps up into that Dorito, but Jacob Edwards going to attack him right now. Nick Slowiak, he turned to look on the inside, and Nick Laval now trying to get a shot in on Slowiak, but gets picked off, I think, by Jacob Edwards. So now just the 2 bodies over here on the snake side, Zaleski and Trailer. Looking at Sam Monville in snake 2, Jacob Edwards in the 50 Dorito. And here comes Nick Slowiak down the center of the field.
Look at Nick Slowiak big down the field.
Zaleski and Trailer.
Big move right there by Nick Slowiak to finish off that point for Houston Heat as they go up 3-0 with 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go. So nice job. Nick Slowiak actually got himself a 3-pack that game. And we're going to be right back after this.
Hey guys, down here in the 187 pit with Eddie Painter. Eddie, I heard Greg Lazat kind of talking about the problems they're experiencing on the fields. What exactly are those?
We seem to be running into guns, and if we're not running into guns, we're sitting in our bunkers and they're coming to us. And this field really doesn't play like that. You got to get down the field. You got to be the ones pushing the action. And honestly, both games we played today, the other team's setting the tempo.
All right, well, 18 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they can get some points in.
I love getting those interviews, man, because that's exactly what's happening to 187. It's great that the players do recognize what's happening, so it's not like some big mystery. I just don't know. We're just getting shot, and I don't get it. No, that's paintballs are just flying in our direction. They seem to be finding their homes. No, but but that's what's happening. You know, they're having a hard time dictating the pace of the game. They're not setting the tempo. Now they're trying to do that by pushing the action. And Fedorov able to get in the snake. They lose. Zaleski, 187, loses Zaleski out of that snake, but look in the center again.
Yeah, but you know, they're able to shoot Woodley and Mishka on the break. Referee calling for a Dorito player to get out for 187. So 187 shot 2 bodies on the break, but they lost one and then gave the other one right back. But you see Laval over there. He's attacking hard. Goes into Dorito 2, but Max Trailer dies out of the backfield. So no bodies left alive over here right now for 187. They have Lazat up in the middle of the field. He's going to have to look at Fedorov.
Ooh, Fedorov could just get on his belly and crawl all the way down the length of this field.
Yeah, he really could. Ryan Smith retreats a little bit to try and help Fedorov space out the field a little bit, but Lizotte is going at it with Fedorov, and Fedorov shoots Lizotte, but Fedorov gets shot as well. So it's going to be Ryan Smith in a one-on-one now with Nick Laval.
Nick Laval all the way behind Houston Heat, but I think it might be a one-on-one. It is Ryan Smith and Nick Laval, so Nick Laval having a decent game, and again, we've been wanting to see something out of Nick Laval because he was such a beast last year, and I really feel that he's got a great future in front of him in this sport. So here, let's see if he can pull this one-on-one off against Ryan Smith.
Yeah, well, he definitely had a game right here to put himself in this position as bodies died all over the place around him. He just kept advancing forward, made a good move, got a couple bodies. He shot Woodley, and now he's in a one-on-one right here. Ryan Smith in the same position Monville was in. Laval in the same position that Trailer was in earlier. Maybe this one will play out a little bit differently, but kind of a different situation. Houston Heat is up 3-0, and there's only 3 minutes left on the clock. This is where what I was talking about, the different dynamic that was created by the 9-minute one-on-one to start the match.
Yeah, so got 3 minutes to go here. And upTon in a situation where at what point do you blow the horn, though, Todd?
Yeah, I think you got to give Nick Laval a chance to attack. I mean, a little bit different situation as Ryan Smith has plenty of pods on his back. Nick Laval. Ryan Smith really does not have to engage. What Ryan Smith doesn't want to do is lose a gun battle here. I mean, it's still going to be tough for 187 to come back against Houston Heat with the time remaining. But Ryan Smith doesn't have to do anything. Ryan Smith can just sit there. He doesn't have to engage Laval at all. He just got to protect his flag station. I mean, Laval doesn't even have the flag, so it's not like Laval can just run the flag in, but you see Laval on your screen right there right now having a little bit of gun issues. But, I mean, the ball's in his court. He's the one that's going to have to make the move.
It's only 2 minutes left in this game right now. You're down 3 points. I mean, if you're Nick Laval, you just got to go.
There it is.
Concede the point.
So, Smith just chilled out in there and engaged a little bit. Looks like, I think 187 realized that Laval was having a little bit of issues over there. And so you can see Laval walking off. So it's one of those situations, though, where what are you going to do? You have to keep enough time left to at least give yourself a fighting chance. The problem is 4 points in 2 minutes. This is a fast-playing field. We've seen some, we saw Impact put a lot of fast points up against 187. I don't know if it's possible. We'll see. We'll be right back after this.
What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball?
What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball?
Россия – это страна с очень сложными погодными условиями.
Not only is the Spire smaller and lighter than the competitors,
the Spire is designed to take the toughest abuse that paintball puts out and keep feeding no matter how bad your paint or weather gets.
With a true 200 round capacity, it holds more paint as well.
And not only is it easier to take apart, but more importantly, it's easier to put back together. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
And we are back here. So the situation presenting itself for 187 is that they haven't scored a point yet, and it's been all Houston Heat as far as the points being scored. A lot of close points, though, but 187 not able to win any of them. So now they got to score 4 just to tie it up with 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. That's a tall order.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to see, some desperation plays right now, I mean, 187, I feel like they've done that the past 2 points anyway. It just hasn't really worked out well for them. They've attacked that center twice, but, they've gotten up there and they've gotten kills off of it, but the players that are dying out of the temple in the back, the can in the back, those are the guys that you can't lose. Those are the guys that need to come through and clean up. You can't lose bodies like that out of your bunkers and expect to be able to come back on a team like Houston Heat.
So here we go. Exciting breakout from 187, I'm sure, as they take the snake off the break, run all the way out to the corner, and then way up in the center as well. But they're going to have to launch from there. Greg Lazat gets tore up trying to do something in the center.
Oh, and there, Mishka is now attacking the center of the field. Sam Monville takes a fat core sample, and he's trying to dig his gun out, but John Woodley takes the opportunity. He gets shot, but Mishka comes through the center of the field, and he blows Nick Roberts apart, who tried to come hard, got into the snake right away, but advancing up the field, Mishka ran through that middle and then just peeled his side off.
Houston Heat just coming like very authoritatively down the middle of the field. Mishka, there's so many players in that team that can do this. Nick Slowiak did it before. Mishka now. There's so many people that can actually make that move because it's not so easy. But however, you just got to pick your moves wisely.
Make it worthwhile. Get up there, attack the middle. The thing is that Mishka made a read. He saw the gap. He went up. He's there. He is on your screen right there. 41st ranked player. He's getting .62 kills a game.
Great survivability.
He's always alive. Starts 60% of the points almost, and when he's in there, they're winning more than half the time. So, he's one of their vets. He's a league vet. He's been in the PSP for a long time. I mean, if stats were being kept, when we first started, he'd definitely be up there as one of the all-times. There's Trojan on your screen right there. With Mishka walking back on, going to get him back in the game after having a good one. Trying to close it out right now with just 1:29. Houston Heat is up 5-0. They're also looking to get that good point spread.
Yeah, with Impact and Tauntauns coming up next. And then also to close out the day, Tampa Bay Damage going to be taking on Houston Heat, the team we're watching take on upTon 187 cRew. And Impact dominated 187 cRew in their first matchup 7-1, and the Tauntauns lost to Damage 7-3. So it looks like we got ourselves a time up. So in this next matchup, Impact and Tauntauns, what are you guys thinking for this next one?
Well, I think the Tauntauns are going to learn a lot from that first game that they played against Damage, and I don't think they're going to get the same majors that they got against Damage. So I think we're going to see more of the Tauntaun team that we expected to see in the first game. And Impact, they pretty much ran over 187 that first game. So we'll see if they can shoot the lanes on the break that they were shooting against 187, or if the Tauntauns are going to give them a better game, which I fully expect to see happen. I don't think it's going to be a blowout again.
I do.
You think so?
I'm sorry, I do.
Well, I know you got your money on Impact.
I'm not a fan of anybody. However, I mean, it's just watching the games. I mean, Impact right now has looked the best to me.
They have looked the best.
I mean, and I watch them in practice, but I'm sorry, man. I just don't think that Tauntaun. Well, they can give him a game, but I just don't think they're going to. Ryan Moorhead and the Snake. It's just. I mean,
it would be tough for the Tauntauns to come and take 2 losses here, as hard as they've worked to get here and as good as they've looked this year. But you're right, Impact is a very strong matchup. I think it's going to be a close one, though. I think we're going to have a really close match between these two teams. And then to close out the day, Tampa Bay Damage and Houston Heat. So right now we got ourselves.
That's going to be a game.
Yeah, that's going to be a game because the brothers are playing each other.
I can't wait to see that game.
Jacob and Jason Edwards are going to be playing against each other. And we saw that interview with Jason Edwards earlier on. And he's like, yeah, I used to beat up on him when he was a kid. Now he gets to beat up on him out there. So if Jacob got word of that, I'm sure he's going to be like, no, that's it. I'm making a statement right now, man.
Because they're both pretty big kids. Well, I mean,
Jason is substantially bigger. The older brother
he's
is
fat though, man.
Yeah, well, that's his nickname, is Fat Kid. But
I
now
know.
he's a jacked monster.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's ever fat to his face.
No, yeah, but he's one of those guys. It's such a good success story. That's why I really love the game. I love the game of paintball because it really motivates people to become the best person they can be. You try to turn your weaknesses into your strength. And Jason Edwards has become a peak physical specimen just through straight force of will.
And that's all around too. Like we're talking health, eating, just overall health, just eating good, and everything. I mean, and all. So split screen breakout, Heat on your left, 187 cRew on your right.
So here we go on the breakout. Houston Heat not going very far this time. Heavy guns up as 187 forced to go into the breach, and they end up getting 2 bodies. Looks like getting taken out. Nick Laval drops. Greg Lazat also dies. Greg Lazat, the kill leader for upTon 187 cRew. 1 minute and 9 seconds to go. So
again, right there on your screen, Nick Slowiak going up the center. I like that middle, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I like the middle too. There's a lot of options there. Oh, it looks like Woodley is going to be taking the walk early for Houston Heat, but they still have 4 bodies alive to upTon 187 cRew's 3. Matthew Derula, Dan Zaleski, and Eddie Painter alive. Dan Zaleski really didn't see much out of him in this game. 0 confirmed kills for Dan Zaleski, and that's somebody that they need to get contribution out of. Painter, Zaleski, Trailer, Laval, those are their core guys. And I mean, obviously the whole team has been together for a while, but we watched all season last year. But I'm going to have to throw Greg Lazat in there because Greg Lazat, Chris, you're saying that middle, right?
Yeah,
well, Greg
absolutely.
Lazat's the guy that's been going up and getting some kills out of that center, not afraid to attack.
And you gotta have some gumption, as you would say, Maddie.
Yeah,
get up in the middle.
Yeah, the gumption for the gumption that 187 needs right now is to realize that the road is very long for a team that wants to get into the pro division and win tournaments. And then there goes the end of regulation. So upTon 187 crew not having a great day today, and they are going to take a loss here. Houston Heat victorious, score 5-0, and lots of contributions by most of the guys on Houston Heat. Jacob Edwards comes and plays his first game with his new team. He gets 5 confirmed kills. Sergey Solnaiskov, he gets 4. Mishka gets 4. Nick Sloviak, he has 5. Everyone's contributing for them.
Yeah, I mean, good balanced game there for Houston Heat to start off, but we're going to see somebody's going to have to step up and separate themselves coming up against Damage. Damage that they got pretty even contributions across the board that first game too, but that game riddled with penalties. They got their fair share of penalties too. Damage not going to want to get those same sort of penalties against Houston Heat either, because Houston Heat is very good at capitalizing on those penalties. So that game's coming up at the end of the day. Coming up next, we have Edmonton Impact taking on Tauntauns, and then that Tampa Bay Damage against Houston Heat.
Yeah, and you can see the scores from the day so far as we saw some of the Challengers League action early on this morning as Top Gun Union lost to SAC DMG. Texas Storm also lost to Sacramento Excessive. So the teams from Central California doing well in the Challengers division this morning. Then Champions League started. Los Angeles Infamous defeated Omaha Vicious 7-4. Dynasty 7-5 over X Factor. X Factor went 0-2 today. Los Angeles Ironmen, they lost to Omaha Vicious, so Vicious goes 1-1. In Infamous, defeating San Antonio X Factor 7-5. Dynasty over the Ironmen 7-4. Edmonton Impact 7-1 against 187 crew. And then Damage 7-3 over the Tauntauns, and then the game we just watched. So it looks like we have Lauren Kelly on the sidelines. Lauren, what do you got for us?
Hey guys, down here with Jacob Edwards, the newest member of Heat. You guys just won that match against 187. How has it been being a part of Heat so far?
They brought me in. Now I'm like part of the family. All the guys, super nice. Owners are great. Mama D is perfect. All the support's fine. We're gonna win this tournament.
All right. What's the difference been working with Heat as opposed to working with Damage?
A lot more practice. A lot more.
All right. And you're going to be going up against Damage soon, so are you going to be trying to battle out with your brother?
We'll see.
Oh, that was so nonchalant.
Can't say it out loud. They're right there.
Okay, got it. Next up is Tauntauns versus, totally blanking, Impact. Who do you think is going to win?
Impact.
Impact's going to win. All right, we'll see if he's right.